In oily Barataria Bay, pelicans flap frantically, but with wings soaked in crude, flight is impossible. They're helpless. Nearby, shrimpers with lowered booms absorb BP's leak, but for these pelicans, too little, too late.
I'm looking at the pelican right now. It's covered in oil.
BP has a wildlife hotline, so he called it to give the coordinates of 3 pelicans that needed rescuing fast.
It's no wonder these pelicans are having such trouble. Look at some of what they're trying to swim through. And remember, these are inland waters. If anything, there is less oil out here than there is out in the Gulf.
By one estimate, 47 million gallons of oil have leaked already. A mile below the surface, BP finally lowered this containment dome overnight on top of the broken wellhead. And oil gushing from underneath the cap shifted and began streaming instead from the top of the cap. With the cap in place, BP engineers will start closing 4 valves leaking oil and redirect the oil, siphon it up a drill pipe to a surface ship. And initial estimates say the cap's collecting 42,000 gallons a day of a possible 800,000 gallons or more a day that's leaking. And BP will continue using toxic dispersants to break up the oil. A panel of federal experts today recommended their continued use despite the harm caused to underwater sea life.
The use of dispersants is generally less environmentally harmful than allowing the oil to go into the sensitive wetlands.
In this disaster, wildlife is taking a hit all over. Like these rescued pelicans, all of them drenched in oil, some shivering. These birds were found yesterday on 2 barrier islands near Grand Isle. In all, 53 birds, 29 of them pelicans, were removed from these 2 islands.
The good thing is these birds are in good health, so they have a reasonably good chance.
Back in Barataria Bay, more oil birds today were removed from the same barrier islands and taken in crates by boat to a triage center in what could become a daily wildlife drama.
This is the boat we took out into the water today. Its hull started the day squeaky clean, but after just 3 hours of moving through the oily waters, take a look. Katie?
And Mark, tell us a little bit more about those birds you called the authorities about. They were rescued, right?
They were. I got an email confirmation right away, Katie. Within an hour, 2 boats were in that area. They found 2 of the 3 pelicans. I took them in for treatment, and both those pelicans are apparently going to be fine. More good news, that sad, oily pelican that Governor Bobby Jindal of Louisiana and I got close to yesterday, it looked terrible, pathetic, but it apparently has been cleaned, it recovered, and within the next couple of days, it's going to be released into the wilds of Florida. Katie?
All right, that is some good news. Mark Strassmann, Mark, as always, thanks so much.